All right, let's take a look at this awesome piece of memorabilia. Original seat back from the Pontiac Silverdome, where WrestleMania 3 took place on March 29th, 1987, with an announced attendance, I'll never forget this because they said it over and over, of 93,173. It was more like 70, in the 70,000s, but that's still pretty impressive. Now let's take a look at these signatures. You got Dangerous Danny Davis, who along with Bret Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, with manager Jimmy Hart, took on Tito Santana and the British Bulldogs. Then you've got Jacques and Raymond, the Rougeau brothers. They take on Brutus Beefcake, Greg the Hammer Valentine. This sets the stage for Beefcake's turn as manager Johnny Valiant, Dino Bravo, and Valentine leave without Beefcake. Then you see B. Brian Blair, who teamed up with his Killer Bee partner, Jumping Jim Brunzell, to take on the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, and making his WWF pay-per-view debut was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who came out to break up the Russian national anthem, sung by Volkov. Opening match, Cowboy Bob Orton and the Magnificent Morocco, taking on Rick Martel and Tom Zenk, the Can-Am Connection. You also had Jake the Snake Roberts taking on the Honky Tonk Man, with Jimmy Hart in his corner. Jake had rock star Alice Cooper in his corner. Jimmy was also the manager of Adrian Adonis, who took on Rowdy Roddy Piper in his, quote, retirement match. And in that match, Brutus Beefcake would complete his transformation into the barber, as he would help Roddy shave Adrian Adonis's head. Also on the card, you had the Birdman Koko Beware taking on the Natural Butch Reed with his manager Slick. So I absolutely love this piece, probably the second biggest piece of my collection at this point. A lot of great memories for me and my buddies in high school, watching this live on pay-per-view. Now there are a few other names I could get on here. Probably the easiest would be Jumping Jim Brunzell. He just was not able to make the appearance with Blair at that time when I went. You got the Honky Tonk Man, who does do appearances mostly at WrestleCon, but he is one I could get. He does upcharge, but I'll probably deal with it if it ever comes to pass, because it'd be worth it to get him on here. Hillbilly Jim, who teamed with Little Beaver and the Haiti Kid to take on King Kong Bundy, Lord Littlebrook, and Little Tokyo. Would love to get Hillbilly on here, get another match represented. He signs occasionally. And then you've got Rick Martel, who's pretty much done with signing, but he does do them every now and then, so I'm hopeful about that. Don Morocco, still with us, unfortunately has a bad back and may not ever travel from where he lives in Hawaii again, and I'm certainly not going to mail this. So that wraps this up. Like I said, good memories for me and hopefully for you too.